is Sarina, and it has been a while since I posted a video, so yeah, that is my fault. A few things that I want to mention before we get started. The camera, if it's shaking, I'm so sorry. It has to lean on my desk because of the new setup. I'll try to figure out a different way that I can do it, so hopefully it's not moving too bad. But for this video, it's probably going to do that. Also, I have a kitten since I moved into my new apartment at the end of April. So if you hear anything, that's probably her, and she might come up here. I don't know. We'll see. So yeah. In this video, we're not going to be, well, kind of cash stuffing, but not really. So while I was gone, I've done a lot of spending, and I feel very bad because I went off on the budget. Like, I did not budget whatsoever. I try to keep up with all of my transactions, but other than that, I didn't budget money. So my amount has gone down. So we're going to be reallocating those and starting new sinking funds and trying to go back on a budget, because I was saving money on a budget, and not doing a budget just made me spend it all, which is unfortunate. So this is all that I have left to work with. Now, in that time, I did open up a Roth IRA, so I do have that money, but I'm not going to count that in here because that is for the future. I can't use it anyway, so we're not even going to count it until we do like a update. When I do my updates at the end of the month, you will see those numbers increase every single month. But as far as counting it in here to, you know, allocate it to something, it's already in that account, so I'm not going to touch it. As well as my 401k with my job that I currently am at, that is not going to be put in here because for obvious reasons, that's for retirement, so I cannot put that anywhere other than that, and you won't see that amount until the end of October and every single month at the end. So with that being said, this is all I have in my Ally savings account, my savings account with my bank, and my checking account with my bank, which is very sad, unfortunate, and also the cash that I have at home, which is not a lot, and I am 23 years old. I work as a shift lead at Walgreens right now. I don't want to do that the rest of my life. I just have to figure out what I want to do and decide if I need to go to school for what I want to do or if I can do it without. So we'll see. I really have to look into it because I'm not sure. Like, I don't know why I don't know, but I don't. I have my coffee over here. Very good, but I need to stop drinking Starbucks because it's expensive and I don't have money, but that's why we're gonna budget. Okay, I think that's enough being said. So I've already figured out the numbers. I already went through all my binders, created the new envelope. Well, I didn't create the new envelopes. I just decided which ones I wanted to keep and use. So we're going to be cash stuffing those. So we have 4,517 to work with, which, like I said, it's not a lot, but at least I'm not in debt. That's one good thing, I guess. But I was going to get there if I didn't budget. So we need to start budgeting. Okay. I do get paid today, which is Monday, October 13th. But we're not going to cash stuff today. We're just going to reallocate this money into where I need it to be. I will get my cash tray out. I didn't decide where I wanted that. I'm limited on space here. I'm moving these over here. I'll push this here. Now, I'm not going to count the cash that I have at home. I'm just going to lay it out, and then we'll just pull if we need it. And then if we don't, it'll stay here. So, I have a few hundreds, a few 50s, and then 20s, 10s, and yeah, the rest. And I'll get out some prop bills because I might need those because I'm not going to do everything in cash. So, I think it is in this binder. Yes. So if you need to use some of these, I will be using some of these. Alright, now I'm going to start with my bills like I normally do. Alright, so this is kind of half of the rent. Usually the rent I would say my half between me and my boyfriend is like $680 something, so about $700. So today I'm gonna do $350 from that total. So this next coming paycheck I won't have to pull so much for the rent in November. So $350, I'm gonna do, I guess, cash. I don't know. Yeah, I'll do cash. So for rent, we have 1, 2, 3, $350. And then utilities, I'm going to do $100 because I haven't paid this month's utilities. I have to ask what they are. So that's gonna get $100. And I might break it up because I pay my boyfriend in cash because he pays it on his card. So 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 85, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. Give myself enough denominations to do that. So 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 96, 7, 8, 99, 100. I grabbed another one. Okay. So 100 for utilities. It's about 80 sometimes for half of it. Like I said, I pay half. Phone bill is going to get 100. My phone bill did go down. I switched to C Spire recently and got upgraded to a new phone, and I did, like, you know, their plan or whatever so I can get a new phone. I started a new line because I was recently with AT&T. So every single month I will pay about $99, so $99.23, so about $100, and it's about $20 less. But also I was paying for my iPad too, and now I don't have internet on there, so that also helped. Apple is going to get $5. Oh yeah, also Apple Care, since new phones they upgraded and it's like more than $9.99 for your Apple Care, which is stupid, but that is included in my phone bill, so I don't have to do that. So the only thing coming from Apple now is iCloud storage, which is $3. So it's just gonna get $5, and that will be it for this month. It's already fully funded. My car insurance is the same. I think we try to lower it, but it was almost the same. It's the lowest we could get. So $120 is what we're gonna give car insurance for this month. Kindle Unlimited and Audible. I listen to audiobooks, and I have the Kindle app on my phone and iPad. I don't have a Kindle, but I have the subscription. So that's gonna get $40. I'm gonna just group them into the same envelope because they're kind of the same, so I don't want to make a new envelope just for that. Instant Ink is only $9, so $10, and we're not going to do that. I do have a Minecraft Realm, so I can play with my brother online. That is about $8.55, so I'm going to have to figure out where to pull that from, or I'll just make a new envelope for it. I'm not sure yet. Okay. 1 month ahead lost its little zipper thing, so I'm gonna have to open this up unless I make a new one. It's gonna get 100. I'm gonna do that in prop because we're going to slowly build my 1 month ahead to have $1,000 in it, so 1,100. So $1,000 more dollars to go from being 1 month ahead, and that'll be fully funded. So I'm hopefully trying to do that. And then my bills buffer, we're gonna skip. We're not gonna really get to that until like after my 1 month ahead's fully funded. So yeah, that's that. Yearly bills, I have been putting $5 in each of these until they reach their amount, and we're doing the snowball method kind of. So after Spotify, we'll go to $10 in Cricket, and then $5 in Canva, $5 in YouTube Premium, etc., etc. Each of these have $80, so all times 4, 80 times 4 is $320, and I already have the money in there, so I'm not going to do anything there. But I will condense because I think we can, we can condense in these. So 10, 20, 15, 30, no, 10, 20, 25, 30. So I'm gonna put these down and get a 20. So 50, 70, 80 in all of these. Spotify needs $100. Cricket, we need what do I need? 110, I'm pretty sure. Or we'll stuff 110 in there. We don't really need that, but I'll have extra. Canva, we need 130. And then YouTube Premium, we need 150. That's the biggest one I have on here. And I need to see when that comes out because I forget. I want to keep these cooler ones in there, and these, so don't spend it. I mean, I'm sure I won't, but there's that. Alright, so that's all my bills binder. Next, we're going to go into my cash envelopes, which I usually spend every single week. I'll spend out of these more than likely. So that's going to be these. So spending is not going to get anything. We're about to get paid, so I didn't feel like I needed to put anything in there. Gas, we do need gas. I'm going to get gas tomorrow, so I'm going to put 50 in here. I'll put 2 20s and a 10, I guess, for 50. Groceries, I'm going to do 50, and I'll just put a 50 in there. Usually my boyfriend pays for groceries, but sometimes if I want to do a meal for us one night or anything like that, I can pull that from here. Eating out, same thing. We're about to get paid, so I didn't put anything in there. I'm trying to eat out less so we can save more money. And then when I reach my emergency fund goal, then I can start spending more. But until then, I'm trying to, get back into saving and not spending as much with budgeting. So let's hope we can do it. Fingers crossed. Starbucks, though, I am getting 50. This is one of my guilty pleasures. I have multiple, but Starbucks I'm definitely trying to keep. And also another category I will let you know of later. Giving, we have some money in here, but I'm only doing 10, so I'm going to take out this 10. So I have $10 in giving. Fun is not going to get anything, and it has 0. Household, we will get 50, and that's just to buy anything like toiletries or cat items for my little kitten. Anything we need around the house. And I see that we need, then I'll use it from there. And then buffer, we're going to fully fund it with $100. I'll do a 50, 2 20s, and a 10. So 50, 70, 90, 100. And that's if I overspend in any of the categories above. We can pull from there. Okay. And that was a total of $1,445. And then we have this binder, which is my sinking funds, but I'm not going to cash stuff these because they're not important. I will just do that if I have money in my cash stuffings. But we have self-care, so like if I want to do my nails, get a haircut, if I need any body wash, anything like that will come from self-care. Clothes, self-explanatory, just any new clothes that I need, work-related, or just, for like travel or fun. Books, this is also a guilty pleasure. I just love books. I love reading, and I just want the physical copy on my bookshelf. I will insert some pictures of the bookshelves I have. They're full. They're definitely full, and I have a problem, but we're gonna just save for that and hopefully not overspend in that category. Shopping, this is if I want to go shopping, like on a shopping spree, or when I go visit my family, we like to go, to different stores, the mall and stuff, so I might see something I want, so that would be that. Video games, we might pull a subscription from there, I don't know yet, but I do like to play some games, so if I want a new expansion pack for a game, or just buy a new game, I can pull it from there. Hobbies, so anything hobby related. So my Cricut, I love doing my Cricut design, so I can pull stuff from that if I want to try something new, like, I don't know, painting or drawing. I wouldn't do that probably, but you know, if I do, then I can pull from there. Sick days, so I want to have a category. If I'm sick, I can just pull from there and not feel bad about it. Extra pay is essentially money I'm going to put aside for if one of my paychecks is really low and I don't have enough money to, you know, put towards food or bills, then I can pull from that. A future house, obviously I don't want to live in an apartment for the rest of my life, so I will slowly, very slowly, save for that. And then buffer, if I overspend in any of those categories, I have some money for that. And then we have my high priorities binder, which is my blue binder here. We're going to do prop for this. So my emergency fund, the goal is 1,000. I will print out a tracker for this. I had to print out a new one. And we're going to start over with this. So the goal is 10,000. It's going to take a while. I'm okay with that. I just need to start saving money a lot. So 10,000 for my emergency fund is the goal, and I'm going to put 1,500 from the original amount that I had, which I think is a good start. Even though I did have more in here, it's fine. We'll build it up. Okay. Next is my car. So I had filled out a tracker for this. That's why I just went ahead and put what was in there. So let's go through here. Oil change, which I need to get soon, is going to get $100, and this is going to be in prop. So we're going to do 100 for oil change. Car maintenance is, we'll get back to that. Repairs, we have 500, and that's fully funded. So we're going to grab a $500 slip here. I do sell these on my Etsy shop. I will link it down below if you're interested. They're nice. I only have this one design though, so that's a bummer, but maybe one day I'll come up with some new designs. My car tag, I just renewed it, so this will be fully funded until next year. Did I? I think my boyfriend actually paid for it. Well, God bless him, because I had so forgot about that. But yeah, so I had to get a new tag since I moved to a different county. So I did that. And yeah, he paid for it. And so we're gonna have 100 in here for next year. So that's pretty good. We'll just be sitting here waiting. Okay, and then we're working on my emergency fund of a goal of $1,000. So right now we have 20, 40, 60, 81. So we have $100 in my emergency fund, which is right here. And I will take out this 100 and put it in here. So I'll be on that one for a while, but that's okay. And then the other categories we have is car maintenance. That's going to be 1,000. Car accessories, I just did 300, and then new car. And then don't worry about the car insurance because I pay for that in my bills, so I'm not worried about that. So that made $800. Roth IRA, like I was saying, there's nothing in here now, but that's because I transfer every 15th of every month and the 30th of every month. So you every 2 weeks, whatever money is in here will be taken out. And well, I don't know, because I don't know if I want to keep like an update in here, so like prop bills of how much I have in my account and then just update it, or just put them out and then take it out. I didn't know. But for now, we're not going to do that. So I'm going to do $100 in prop. I don't have $50, so we're just going to put $50 bill I don't have a $50 prop. So we'll just do 50 in cash there. Savings, we don't have anything in there yet. That's fine. And then medical. I'm just gonna give it $2. It's kind of whatever was left. So yeah, that's, you know, anything medical related. The goal is 2,000 at least. So we'll be on this one for a minute. And then electronics, I had already filled out 2 phones, so I was like, you know what, let's just go ahead and put $20 in there. And next time we can fill out a phone if we put any more money in here. The goal on this is essentially 2,000, but the starter goal on here is 1,000. And that's that one. And then the last binder that I have is going to be my dates binder. So like birthdays is first on the list. And so we have $200 going in here. I'm slacking on this, so let's do 200. I have this kind of thing. I don't really go by this really, but I could. So the next few birthdays we have are my boyfriend's mother, which is October 28th. So I need to save $30 at least in there. And then we have my boyfriend, November 17th, and then my dad, November 22nd. And then the goals on there, $30 for dad and $150 for Cody. So we're gonna separate this. So we're gonna do $30 in, yes, 2030 for the others category in the back. 150 for Cody. We'll do a prop since we have it. 20, 40, oh, I'm dropping money, and 50. So 100, 20, 40, 50. And that's gonna go into Cody's category, which is the first one here. And then we have $20 left. So 10, 20, and that's gonna go into the category named Dad, and he'll only need $10 more and he'll be fully funded, which is nice. So I think that's all the birthdays for the end for this year, so that's actually amazing. I don't have to worry about that anymore. And then we have this. I'll probably fill out this next year, since we're already almost done with this year. Now for Christmas, definitely behind on this. We're gonna be cash stuffing $400. And that's all gonna be in prop, so let's get that out. Yay. So for my boyfriend, I'm gonna do $200. Now Christmas, I do go more hard than like birthdays, but yeah. Got 200 in Cody's. I'm gonna skip mine. I'm gonna kind of do mine last just because I've been spending so much money this year. I don't really need anything for myself, so I'm not gonna stuff myself. Which is sad, but I did it to myself, so it's okay. I'm gonna give $100 to my mom, and then $100 to my dad. And then we are gonna do $100 for Dakota, Larkin, which are my 2 brothers, and then others, we'll have to calculate that because I have a lot of other people that I need to save for. I just have to calculate that amount. We're gonna skip this tracker until next year, like I said, because we're almost done with the year. Holidays, we're not going to give anything to. We are working on Halloween. I don't know if I'll spend money on Halloween since I really don't do anything. But probably $50 at most if I do anything. And then we have travel. I don't know why these are in here, so I'm going to take these out. But we do plan on going somewhere for my boyfriend's birthday in November. So I do need to start saving for this soon. But as of now, we have nothing in there. But we'll start saving for that. Just a little bit, probably not a lot. Future wedding is not anywhere near time, but They are expensive, so I will slowly start saving for that. And then we have furniture, which we don't really need any new furniture. Basically, this is probably going to be for our bookshelves in the future because I'm running out of room. Or if we need anything else, like a washer dryer or something, we'll pull from this. But yeah, that is all my categories here. So in that binder, it was $3,072. I'm going to put the rest of this cash away. My cash stuffing video, I will probably need to get some more money from the bank because that's not a lot. Or I'll try to make it work. We'll see. But that video will come out either tomorrow or a few days after this. And yeah, I'm going to show you my saving challenge here real quick. I'm only going to do one until I feel comfortable enough to do more. But for now, it's just going to be one because I do need to save money for my emergency fund. I just think it's so fun to do saving challenges, so I want to at least have something fun to do. And so that I created this savings challenge little book here, and I use these happy ring planner things. I got them on Amazon, and then I also got the hole puncher for them so that you can remove these if you want to. I'm gonna put them back though because yeah, I don't want to remove it, but if you wanted to rearrange the order, I could do that. So this first one, we have these little Starbucks cups. I will say they're just coffee cups. And so what I did with this is there's 6 challenges in here plus a bonus. So I just had a dice here. I rolled, and whatever it landed on 1. So I put each of the cups were $1, and then I counted the cups, and that would be the goal amount, basically. And I did that for every single one. And now whatever I choose for the amount to cash stuff that week, you know, let's say I did $15, then I would, you know, roll the dice. It landed on challenge 5, so I'd count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It landed on this one, so I'd put $4 out of the 15 in here. Then we'd have $11 left. I would do another challenge. Let's see, number 2. So I'd go to this challenge number 2. So 11 minus 15, we have $6 left, and then I would do it again. Landed on 2, then I will have $1 left, and then the $1 I could either put in the Starbucks cups here over here, or I can go in the back and do this one, which is just a question mark because it's like kind of like a roller, whatever I have left. I'll probably roll the dice. If it didn't land on that first challenge, nothing else had $1, so it landed on 3. That was not $1 worth. It would be a $6 one, so I would go back here and actually put the $1 in here, if that makes sense. So that's just a fun challenge I'm doing, and then once these reach the amounts, I will put them wherever I feel best fit, or if I want to put them in my emergency fund, I could do that as well. Just wherever I feel like needs it. And that's the saving challenge I'm going to do, and try to stick with that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for my cash stuffing. I'm basically starting from 0. It's not 0, but I feel like it's 0. It's not, which I'm thankful for that. But yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, please give me a like and a comment down below, and please consider subscribing. We are almost there at 500, which is amazing, and I will be doing a giveaway. For that, I already have one item. I just need to create the other items to go with it, and then yeah, it'll only be one winner, but I will definitely let you guys know closer to 500 subscribers. So thank you all if you are subscribed and are still here with me, even though I haven't posted in a while. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.